trying to be mean here, but between you and me, do you think that's a little cringe?
Oh, because I'm about to mute you and leave the game. Are you gonna use it on me? Yo, I love how bro tries to think he's getting a clip. Yeah, no, I killed it. I killed it.
Man.
Hey, keep it family friendly.
Yep.
Can someone put this guy that's cursing,
Well,
like, put him down?
Shut up, Nick A.
Like, was that your teammate?
Black man, Black Lives Matter forever. Thank you, my nigga.
Oh, okay. You're getting GG's, everybody.
Yo, you fucking suck, nigga. Shut up, bitch.
Okay.
You're the bottom of the score.
I'm turning off game chat.
I do have a fucking Twitch. You can go.
Whoa,
Please. Sorry, freaking
Family friendly, sir.
freaking follow it if you want.
Wait,
but I'm
what
never
are you
gonna
doing,
stream.
bro? You can't just self-promote. Like, who's asking?
That's crazy.
Who's
No,
asking?
you can go follow it if you want, but I'm never gonna stream.
Literally, there's no one in chat asking about his Twitch. He's just blatantly just self-promoting. Let's not do that emo. That is so annoying, bro. Oh my god. Who's doing that emo? Like, what a scumbag, bro. Of course I'm gonna block him because he's a douchebag. Like, what an idiot. Guys, holy... You're getting banned. That's it, okay? Make a TikTok out of this. You're banned. Good job, bro. You're banned, brother. You're gone from the customs. I just get unnecessary hate. I swear, bro.
Welcome back to Fort Cal Live. Well, the Nick A30 situation has come to a boiling point where you have multiple other big Fortnite content creators coming to Nick's defense. It seems like everybody in the Fortnite community is talking about Nick A30 right now, and this happens every season. Like, let's just not ignore that. I think every season Nick A30 does something that people just really don't like, and we could talk about this as something he doesn't really deserve. Before we get into this, consider using code ludofnbr in the Fortnite item shop. Subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, and let's hop right into it. And here is the clip.
I gotta find someone with a rare sprite here, guys. Oh, gold sprite. When this guy jumps out of the battle bus, I'm gonna follow him and I'm gonna take his gold sprite. That's a rare one. I can't. Oh, that's it. That's him. That's him. That's him. He's got it. I see it. Oh my gosh. There's no way. That's a rare sprite, guys. I've not unlocked that one yet. I just need a weapon. He's in there. He's stuck. He's dead. He's dead. Yes! Look! Oh my god!
Basically, Fortnite added an extraction element to their game called the sprites. There's some rare ones, there's some not so rare ones, and the ones that are super rare are going to be like the mythic ones, are going to be like the golden ones are very rare. They're the most rarest ones in the game. They're basically like shiny Pokemon is what most people are kind of calling them. They have different effects, and yeah, it's very hard to come across these. Like, for me, I've been literally playing the game for hours and I haven't found any golden sprite whatsoever. I haven't even found a 0-point sprite. And I talked about before, people are selling them on eBay for real world money, a whole bunch of stupid shit like that. People are doing trades and discords and whatever, but that's besides the point. Now, in this clip, Nick A30 found somebody on Spawn Island who happened to have the golden sprite, which is a 0.1 chance. I think it's like 1 out of like 100+ million to find it. So the fact that somebody was in his game with one is just that in itself is very, very rare. And what ended up happening was he found the person and he used the aiming, kind of the new aiming tool in that just got added this season to find that person. He tracked them down. He followed them to like the corner of the map. Maybe that guy landed at the corner because he didn't want to die off spawn or whatever. And he ended up taking him out, acquiring that golden dream sprite. Now, people on Twitter fucking hated this. Like, really hated this, right? And just scrolling through some of the replies, the most liked reply on this tweet is, didn't someone do this to you and you reported them? LMAO. Some other ones, but if somebody done that to him, he would cry. N-word would instantly report somebody if they did it to you. But if this happens to him, he cries like a bitch. If you play like this, you're a loser. You are the biggest loser ever. I like how Nick A30 doesn't even have anyone defending him or anything like that. Everyone just universally hates him. Out of all of the Nick A30 dramas in the past where, you know, in the past he was getting mad at people swearing in an 18+ mature video game.
Killed it. I killed it.
Man.
Hey, keep it family friendly.
Never mind.
Okay, bro, can someone put this guy that's cursing, like, put him down?
Shut up. Shut up, Nick A.
Your
Thank you,
teammate?
Black man, Black Lives Matter forever. Thank you, my nigga.
Oh, okay. You're getting...
And there was that time where somebody called his music video a little cringe and he had this reaction.
I'm trying to be mean here, but between you and me, do you think that's a little cringe?
No. Bro, what are you talking about?
Like, I'm genuinely not trying to be mean, but do you think it's a little cringe, like the song and, you know, I mean, it's a good song.
Are you trying to be edgy so you can get a clip on TikTok? Be honest right now, because I'm about to mute you and leave the game.
And that clip of him hating on a Fortnite season, even though the season before he hated on that season because that season didn't add all the items up front, and then when they did, he kind of got mad at it.
I'm a little underwhelmed with like what we have that's new. Like, what is really new in this season?
Can I say something as your friend?
Yes.
I've heard you say the other thing is like they've given us everything and now we have nothing to look forward to.
Wait, when have I said that?
You said that before, but
I never said that.
I think this one in particular is definitely one of the more complex situations of Nick 30. I don't think you can go instantly to hate Nick 30 on this. I think you really have to like think about it. I feel like the other ones are like, okay, well, what Nick 30? Why would you respond like that? Why are you getting so pressed over this and that? But this one is like what did he really do bad here? Like really? Like, and by the way, people say like that I'm a Fortnite hater and I just go and shit on other creators, blah 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 blah. If I wanted to do that, bro, I would be shitting on him right now. I wouldn't even be trying to be going into the details of this. I would just be hating and shitting on him, but I'm not. It looks like here, it's just, he's using a gameplay feature. He found somebody on Spawn Island that had the golden sprite and he tracked them down. I think anybody would attempt to do that at least. I feel like if I was in a game and I saw somebody with a golden sprite that's that rare, I think I would try to find them and hunt them down. And I think we can all agree that you shouldn't be able to see your sprite on Spawn Island. There is a setting where you can hide the sprites, but that's only, it's client side. That's only to you. It only appears visible to you. Other people can still see it. And I made a tweet and I said, hey, you shouldn't be able to see sprites on Spawn Island to avoid getting tracked down, which this is something that Epic Games might change because this drama is really going overboard. Most people are saying like, oh, you know, he's a loser. If somebody did that to him, he would get fucking pissed. He would call them a stream sniper and report them, in which there is actually a clip most people are handing around that supports this. So let me just play that.
No, I gotta extract this. Yes, it's only AI. Oh my god! No! It's a stream sniper too. Just to add insult to injury, bro. That's the guy I reported earlier. Yeah. Yeah.
Now here's another clip where it's like, okay, well, you have to think about it again. You know, you can't just go to quick to judge on this one because he did report that person earlier. That person is instant emoting, which I personally do hate when people like will kill a streamer and then they'll start emoting. Like, you don't, that isn't definitive proof if they're stream sniping. That could just be somebody who, you know, just took you out, then saw, you know, eliminate Nick 30. It happened in Ninja 2018, and we saw the backlash Ninja got for reporting that random dude who may or may not even been stream sniping. We don't even know. There's a whole drama with that. But somebody emoting is not a definitive proof of them stream sniping. But he did say he reported them before, and it did show, like, it did show that he did report them. And, you know, that person being in the game a second time kind of proves that, yeah, like, look, what are the chances? Like, yeah, that guy has to be stream sniping. He's spamming emotes. It's not like he emoted one time to continue looting. It seems like he's just emoting so he could stay on stream. A lot of people are saying, like, well, you know, if stream sniping is so bad, then why is Nick 30 allowing somebody who stream sniped him to give him a sprite? Right? Because like stream sniping is against TOS either way, whether it's positive or not. You can't have somebody stream snipe you and go to give you loot and loot up for you and then leave the game, right? And you can't have people stream sniping you where they go and try to take you out and, you know, just be an asshole. And it seems like a double-sided coin, kind of. Like, he allowed that person to give them a sprite, and he ended up losing the 0-point mythic sprite there, just like that guy lost his sprite by Nick 30 taking him out. Whether you want to go into, you know, the guy who stream sniped gave Nick 30 that sprite, and then somebody like negatively stream sniped and took him out, that person did still stream snipe. So you have to kind of look at it like, well, that's not really, you know, the best example. And there isn't no other example. I don't see any other clips of Nick 30 crashing out about somebody following him or taking him out or reporting them for stream sniping. Like, people don't really care about the sprites and the clip in itself. It's more Nick 30's reaction. I think that's where the Nick 30 just dramas really happen, is how he kind of responds to it. Let's look at his official response to this drama.
Like, look at these replies, bro. This is what I hate about current streamers. None of it has to do with any actual skill. That was all skill, bro. I won the fight fair and square. 1v1. He had every chance to do what he could have. This guy that I hunted down, by the way, literally didn't do a single thing. He landed on the rooftop. Why? He's not paying attention. That's his fault. He's queuing into a battle royale where the goal is to be the last one alive. Oh my God, look at all these replies, right? Like, this is an exact example of how Twitter is just like literal toxicity galore. Like, you wanna make yourself feel terrible, guys? Come to Twitter, make an account, and start scrolling. Like, look at this. Look at all these replies, bro.
Okay, he did kind of crash out there. Let's not lie. That's probably the biggest Nigga 30 crash out I've ever seen in my whole life. He's literally red. He's got veins popping out of his neck. And that's the problem. This is what people want. This is what people do to lolcows like Wings of Redemption and Boogie and Pirate Software too. When people see that you have such an over-the-top reaction and you can't really handle negativity, they will do anything they can to just piss you off, to clip farm you. And that's unfortunate, right? But that's something you have to take accountability for. That's something that you have to realize, and you can't feed into it. So by Nick at 30 kind of crashing out, he's adding fuel to the fire. He has to realize that he has to just not respond to it. He has to double down. And there's another problem is that Nick, since he is a family-friendly streamer, he can't double down like Ninja does. He can't just tell people to go F themselves off and just call people tards. He can't just do that, right? He's family friendly, so he has to really watch his language. He has to say idiot, and he has to just, really the only thing he could do is crash out. So I think he should just completely ignore all of it. I don't know what he's gonna do. You have to drop the family friendly persona, bro. Like, when Ninja gets hate, he doesn't give a f because he just says, I don't give a f. He actually made another response, so let me play that.
No, I'm not joking though. I actually do, like, and I don't even care, bro. I ignore it, except for right now. I get way more hate than the average streamer because I'm family friendly. So people just don't like that. They don't like that. They just don't like that, bro. I do nothing to these people, and they just send so much hate, man. Holy crap.
I do agree that Nick at 30 definitely does get the most amount of hate in the Fortnite creator space. I think we can all agree on that. Like, he's family friendly, but his responses aren't family friendly either. Like, sometimes he'll go ahead and, you know, he called Arch with that whole drama. He called him a douchebag and a scumbag.
Like, what a scumbag, bro. He's just making it seem like I scam my viewers because, of course I'm gonna block him because he's a douchebag. Like, what an idiot.
So I think he's kind of riding this fine line of being family friendly or not. If Nick at 30 was truly 100% family friendly, he would not respond to anybody on Twitter. He would not even go on Twitter when he's streaming. He would only play Fortnite. He would completely acknowledge nothing. But the fact that he's kind of riding this fine line of sometimes he plays over family friendly, sometimes he dips into Twitter and calls people idiots and stuff like that. That's the problem. And just take a look at somebody like Typical Gamer, who is literally one of the most family friendliest content creators out there. He is somebody who is actually family friendly because nobody has a problem with him. He doesn't say annoying shit. He doesn't force anybody to be family friendly. He doesn't threaten to leave games or threaten to block or threaten to mute or threaten to do anything to anybody if they happen to swear or happen to say something that goes against his status quo or goes against his mentality. Like, it seems like Nick A30 thinks one way, and if you don't agree with it, he just gets fucking just pissed at you. Just pissed. I think the best proof I have is when somebody called his song cringe, and this was his response.
Trying to be mean here, but between you and me, do you think that's a little cringe?
No. Bro, what are you talking about?
Like, I'm genuinely not trying to be mean, but do you think it's a little cringe, like the song, you know, I mean, it's a good song.
Are you trying to be edgy so you can get a clip on TikTok? Be honest right now, because I'm going to mute you and leave the game. Like, what an idiot. Like, this is why I get so upset. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell when people are clip farming and when they're just like being idiots. Genuinely. And like, okay, good job. Good job. You got your 5 seconds of fame. You got your clip where you're talking smack. You see what I'm saying, bro? This is why, like, I overreact when people say dumb stuff like that. Because I just know. When you're a streamer, you just got a feeling when people are doing that kind of stuff on purpose. That's why I just don't give them attention today. Because you might think, like, it's an overreaction. Like, oh, he just said it's cringe. Why don't you have a regular conversation with him? Bro, I know. I just know.
Nick at 30 just admitted he gets upset and overreacts to negativity. He has to stop. He has to realize that by him just literally trying to defend himself, trying to say anything will add more fuel to the fire. That's literally just what's happening here. The person literally said no hate, but it's a little cringe to his song, and he got fucking pressed over it. People just think he's overall annoying, and which I'm not going to comment on that because that's just like, you know, some people think he's annoying, some people doesn't think he's annoying. It's opinion based, but he does force people to be family friendly, and a lot of people, even me, like don't want that shit, man. Like by just him doing very insufferable acts of going into mature games, telling people they have to be family friendly, killing people because they're swearing, muting people and blocking people because they swore. It literally is just so childish. That's why I made videos on before calling him childish. Like, if he's gonna be family friendly, okay, keep that to yourself. Stop getting mad at other people for swearing. Like, if you're in a Phil game and your duo swears and you're gonna get mad, like, oh, dude, stop swearing, or you're gonna leave the game. You're affecting that person's game, by the way. What if that person doesn't want to stop swearing and says, no, I can swear all I want? You're gonna leave, and now you're affecting that gameplay for your duo, for your squad. That's something I just don't like. And remember how I said before that content creators were coming out and defending Nick830? Well, Cypher PK made a tweet on this. He said the Nick830 hate is so forced and over the top. I truly believe attention is getting a banger tweet. Dunking at someone is all these people are after. I do agree in some way, because there definitely is people, like 100% people are shitting on Nick830 just because they want views and they want to get attention and stuff like that. People say that about me. The difference in me is that I actually talk like if you actually watch the videos, I talk nuance, I give proof, I literally put the clip stuff and I talk about it, and I don't randomly just fucking pick people to make videos about. Like, if there's a big conversation and a big topic and people are talking about it and big drama over it, then I'll address it and give my point of view. I don't tell people to go hate on anybody for it. There comes to a point where you have to take accountability. If somebody's being overly hated, then you have to really look at the situation and think, okay, well, what are they doing wrong? Like, really, like, what are they doing wrong? What is the person that's getting hated? What they have to be doing something wrong, because if they're not doing anything wrong, people aren't just going to go out of the blue and just fucking hate them for literally no reason. They have to do some kind of overreaction response. There has to be like a track record of this person not doing the best things that make people want to like them, I guess you could say. And with Nick830, there are so many clips of it. There's so many clips of just Nick830 just genuinely just not being the brightest. And somebody did reply saying the problem isn't he's nice. It's that he does shit that when happens to him, he whines and complains about it. Cypher says, nah, I'm not buying that narrative. He reports people for stream sniping, and Epic handles investigating these reports. Him hunting someone down for rare sprites is not the same thing. Let's try to think a little harder. And someone said, literally watch a clip of him hunting someone, waiting for them to drop out of the bus for that new sprite. You know for a fact if somebody did that to him, it's stream sniping and him absolutely bitching. Don't be retarded, Cypher. Cypher said, oh, so we're at the point of making up scenarios that haven't even happened. Mad about if that happened to him, he'd be mad, and it didn't happen to him. Even if it did, it was part of the game. Oh my god, the situation is so dumb, bro. This is definitely the most stupidest Nick830 situation of all time, 100%. And once again, people are bringing up the stream sniping example, which you can't, because if it's stream sniping, then that's literally against Epic Games TOS. You report somebody for it. It's literally a report option in there. My final conclusion is that I personally think Nick830 would be the type to report somebody for stream sniping if they killed them and then emoted on them and took his rare sprite. But since there isn't necessarily a good example of that already, I feel like we can't use that as kind of evidence against him. And by the way, this whole situation is basically saying, okay, is the hate deserved? Is the hate not deserved? I think most of the hate is not deserved. I definitely do think that. I think it's very easy to kind of shit on Nick830. But once again, there comes to a point where Nick830 has to look at himself. And another thing is, like, I just get this cringe vibe of when people are saying, no, it's not Nick830's fault. You know, this hate is blah, 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 blah. Like, people got to stop hating him. It's like, where is a big creator that's going to come out and say, you know, the hate isn't justified, right? Like, I think we can all agree the hate is not justified, but at a point, Nick830 is doing something wrong. Like, if so many people are mad at somebody, you have to be doing something wrong with all of this backlash. There has to be a track record of you being a complete asshole or you being just genuinely annoying. And Nick830 has that track record. Like, look at all the clips in the video. There's so much track record of him leaving games, telling people to stop swearing, getting pissed at for shit for no reason, going into mature games and fucking bitching and complaining. There's so much track record of it. He has to take responsibilities for his actions. He has to realize to stop complaining and stop addressing negativity against him, because it's just going to add more fuel to the fire. Both sides are neither justified, and leave it at that. But that's all I really have to say about this. I could probably stay here for an hour and go into even more detail and say, well, this and that, go into like a million other tweets about it. It's really a big situation, but that's all I'm going to say. You know, the video's approaching like 20 minutes long. Oh my God, I'm a complete loser. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you support Nick830? Do you not support Nick830? Is this justified? Is it not justified? But with that said, thank you for tuning into Fort Cal Live.